You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take him the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. There he goes, left side. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, 41 yards. And the Pats are able to widen their advantage. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Now Jones. This complete to a man they went against in practice for years, Devontae Parker. That one good for 26 and a first down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Mostert. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
21.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And they work this out past the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And these guys, so they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Jones. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Throwing Tua. He'll hit Mostert again here.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Tua. This is caught by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Here comes 2nd down. Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here we go. 1st and goal.
21G, 21G. Watch it, Oscar. TX.
Tagovailoa. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. One final try for Tagovailoa. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, this fan base on a losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, you know, if he tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? Not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and keep the field goal there.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis.
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustle That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor, only one Scarface. I met her at a club, she twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New Orleans Saints. Kicker Chad Ryland has this one teed up, and we are underway from the Superdome. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. They'll roll him out right. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On first down, Carr. This is caught. 25 yards that time.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line, because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Montgomery, they'll run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Slot man moves right.
Here's Carr now going to fake the jet sweep and throw off play action.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Stevenson. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
To the right side, this is Stevenson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Stevenson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Off play action. Jones. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Ty Montgomery from a yard out. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This is Smith with a grab. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw his Carr. And this will be caught at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. 62 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. with a first down as they begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. If I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jones to throw on third down. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Look at the big man rumble. He's on his way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 76 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Olave over the middle. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, here's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Down to the 42, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Jones finding Henry here on the crossing route. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Jones now. Off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, so much for being backed up against the goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he gets this up past the 30.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Kamara.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Throwing his car. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Running left is Stevenson. And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement.